Assalamu alaikum, Chairman Saab. कैसे हैं आप?
Assalamu alaikum.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. Well, thank you.
I have a few questions for you.
Sure.
Do you mind if we go to your office?
Aa jaye.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
First thing I do when I wake up in the morning, I assume is the first thing that most people do when they wake up in the morning, have breakfast.
What do you eat for breakfast?
I have coffee or egg and sometimes paratha.
Who do you get along with more, Bakhtawar or Asifa?
I get on well with both of them, but that's a very dangerous question to ask me.
What do you guys fight about?
We don't fight. Had I answered that question, perhaps we may have fought over something.
Who was your mother's favorite?
I think that my mother was very careful in her lifetime to insist that we were all equally her favorite. And then perhaps if you asked each of us, we'd each say that we were her favorite. But I feel that there's a special relationship between a mother and a son. So,
who's your father's favorite?
My father also insists that he has no favorites, but I would say that my sisters are his favorite.
What are you currently watching on Netflix?
I'm not getting a chance to watch much Netflix these days, but the last thing I watched was Planet Earth 2, which is a David Attenborough documentary.
Do you have a hidden talent?
If it's hidden for me as well, because I don't know what it is.
One thing you like about Imran Khan?
I'm still looking for something to like about Mr. Khan.
Your sarcastic wit came as a bit of a surprise when you first spoke in Parliament. Did you realize how witty you are?
Politicians have to communicate, and we deploy different tools to communicate. And I believe that comedy or sarcasm can sometimes be an effective tool, but it can also get you into trouble.
अच्छा, एक शेर सुना दे हमें.
किस बात पे मैं शेर सुना दूं?
PTI के नाम आप शेर सुना रहे हैं ना?
PTI के नाम सदर ज़रदारी का बड़ा एक पसंदीदा शेर है इस PTI हुकूमत के लिए. मैं देखता हूँ अगर मुझे याद आता है तो बर्बाद गुलिस्तां करने को बस एक ही उल्लू काफ़ी था. हर शाख पे उल्लू बैठा है अंजाम गुलिस्तां क्या होगा.
One piece of advice your mom gave you that you still use to this day?
One piece of advice. I would say she gave me a lot of advice. One piece of advice that I try and abide by. I don't necessarily मैं sort of हर वक्त उसको follow नहीं करता हूँ मगर कोशिश रहता है. And that was that whenever one is angry, one should never react in anger and always count to 10 before reacting. तो मेरा बड़ा कोशिश होता है कि जज्बाती होके या नाराज़ होके कोई बयान या कुछ ना दे दूँ, but sometimes.
Your favorite memory of your mother?
Favorite memory, I mean, I suppose there are lots of memories, and it's very difficult to pin it down to one. I would say there are a few really nice memories that we have. It's quite strange because sort of while we were living in exile and my father was a political prisoner for 11.5 years, we used to always say कि ये दिन गुज़रेंगे और अच्छे वक्त आएंगे. तो in retrospect वो जो उस वक्त हम समझते थे कि बुरे वक्त थे, वो हमारे लिए एक किस्म के अच्छे वक्त बन गए और अच्छे memories. We enjoy good memories from that time. There's when my father finally came out of prison after 11.5 years, and he came and reached Dubai where my mother and we were. That's a very positive memory. When I got into Oxford, my mother was probably the happiest I have ever seen her. So I have quite a few positive memories.
Why do you think the People's Party is no longer current?
Well, obviously I don't agree. And I think that the People's Party is very much current, politically current, not only in the sense that the issues and the ideology that we advocate for, I believe are the answers to Pakistan's ills, the direction in which our country should be traveling towards a peaceful, prosperous, progressive Pakistan.
If you weren't a politician, what would you be?
Oh, another difficult question. I would say that I'm Probably we working in the humanitarian sector, perhaps on education. I believe in advocating for the humanities as sort of subjects, for critical thinking, for promoting arts and culture. So perhaps more in the philanthropic domain. But you know, fate and destiny and events had their own plans.
How do you ignore Twitter trolls?
Twitter trolls, I think that you get so many mentions on Twitter, you can't keep up with that sort of thing, really.
One person on Twitter whose tweets you have to check every day.
There's not necessarily, I don't necessarily check anyone's tweets every day.
What 3 things are you looking for in a life partner?
Interesting question. Well, I think that there has to be a level of connectivity. We have to get along. She would have to be intelligent and educated. Also, perhaps a sense of humor. Oh, and most importantly, get on with my sisters.
When do you plan on getting a haircut?
Getting a haircut? Okay, so I'm not very into the whole sort of dressing, grooming type thing. So I'll cut my hair cut when I get around to it, but I'm just not very fussy about these sort of things.
What's your favorite thing in this office?
In this office? There's a couple of things. There's this beautiful painting that my sister got me for my birthday, which is done by a very famous artist. But if I had to point to my favorite thing, it would have to be this poster of my mother, which I believe was carried in a magazine or a newspaper a while ago. And I think it's so good because it obviously has it catches her character, she's sort of looking off into the distance, but at the same time, it has her lipstick and her nail polish, and it has that feminine touch. And my mother was obviously a leader, but also a woman at the same time. And I think that's all sort of captured in this poster.
Karachi or Islamabad?
Karachi.
Biryani or pulao?
Biryani.
What's your favorite food to eat at 11 in the morning?
Halim.
12 in the night?
Also Halim.
Have you ever snuck out of your house in Karachi without telling anyone?
Without telling anyone, no.
One thing you would want to tell the people of Pakistan who want to love you but can't love the People's Party?
I would say there's no reason with the people of Pakistan not to love the People's Party. And try and distinguish between we've suffered through many dictatorships, and the Pakistan People's Party has been the forefront of confronting those dictatorships. Yes, I would definitely encourage them to give another look, particularly if they believe that Pakistan should be a peaceful, prosperous, progressive country. The Pakistan People's Party is for them.
What's your spirit animal?
Spirit animal? I don't know. My Chinese star sign is dragon, so I could go with that, but I don't necessarily know what a spirit animal is.
Would you let the media cover your wedding?
I think I would have to. Whether I wanted to or not, you're going to do it anyway. So I should probably just get on board from now.
Your vision for Pakistan in one sentence.
My vision for Pakistan in one sentence, I think I sort of gave on my first day when the CEC made me chairman of the Pakistan People's Party, elected me chairman of the Pakistan People's Party, and I repeated my mother's famous quote that she gave when she addressed the joint session of Congress in the United States, that democracy is the best revenge. Because I believe that the future of Pakistan is in democracy. The only solution to our problems, be they economic, social, is just democracy, democracy and more democracy.
अच्छा, आखिरी सवाल
जी
हमें इजाज़त है?
बिल्कुल, आपको इजाज़त है, आपको बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you.
Thank you very much.